Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, we are currently in front of the Three Seers, and I thought it would be a rather good opportunity to take them down, or try to at least, because they do have a rather substantial army. Now, I do realize it is June 4th, but I rode to Elecray, and by the time I got there, it had just finished. So we are rather unfortunate in that case. I was hoping for a Qualis gem, but there we are. That's just the way of things sometimes. So, now we will go in versus the Three Seers. We have not fought these people for a very long time indeed. Oh my. Ooh. Yes, there is no need for battle. Let us sit down together. No, we will not do this. Yes, I will not fall for your tricks, witches. Too many souls have been lost to your embrace. It is time to die with a capital D. Yes. Okay, so, yeah. We have 508 troops fit for battle against their 1,045. So we may have some issues. But I'm hoping, considering this is a very flat battlefield, as you can see, we may be very fortunate. So, let's try to get this set up rather nicely. Let's get our archers over here. I don't know. This is too flat for my liking, but yeah. I do like a flat battlefield, but not when it doesn't give our archers a rather substantial benefit. Okay, well, my plan is if I lose this, I will end the episode. But instead of giving the next episode after this one on the exact same day as usual, I will instead do a bit of off-screen training, get an army suitable of taking on the other unique spawns, and then we will hopefully take them all out in one fell swoop. Because at the moment, as you can see, we don't really have the greatest army, and oh my. Yes, we really did need to react a little bit faster there, but yes, as I was saying, it would be really nice to get some more Empire Immortals, maybe some more, I don't know, Rangers of the Clarion Call maybe? I don't know. Just very large amounts of Knighthood Order units would be great. So I'm hoping maybe we can do something like that, and I'll do that off screen, and then when I am ready once again, I will begin the recording. So, just letting you know, if you do not see any episodes of Pendor on the same day as Floris, then there is a very good reason for that, and that is because I am obviously training off screen, trying to get as many as I can to try to take on all of the unique spawns, and then eventually take on the Noldor Castle itself, because I know a lot of you are actually looking forward to that. I don't know why, because I'm going to get completely massacred, but maybe that's partly why, yes. Okay, well, yeah, that should be quite exciting, I must admit. So, hopefully we'll be seeing that rather shortly after I have taken out all of these unique spawns. Any I can actually find, anyway, because this actually took me quite a while to find. I was just running around making sure I checked every village near the Fyrdsvain's territory, and I thought, well, I can't see them just yet, so I might as well go into the Ravenstone territory, and lo and behold, they were there. So I was very lucky indeed to actually find them this fast, because it could have taken a lot longer than it actually did. So I was very fortunate and happy to actually find them. So yes, because you know it can be a rather arduous task to find these unique spawns. They are sometimes very well hidden, as Barilgi the Usurper actually states, or as a testament to at least, because he is absolutely invisible. I cannot find him worth a damn, so it is just amazing how he has actually not been seen by me at all in this entire playthrough. I would have thought he would have shown himself a lot quicker than this, but yes, a few unique spawns have actually escaped my gaze, which is kind of annoying really, because I would have liked to have had them on camera. But I suppose that is the way of things sometimes. Yes, the other vassals of the other factions have actually taken out quite a few of the unique spawns that I was hoping to actually fight. and I believe maybe Burulgi was one of them, and now I'm not able to fight him, so it might not actually give me official victory, which would be rather irritating to say the least, considering. But I suppose in the grand scheme of things, but what is victory apart from the feeling of victory? I suppose it is just a state of mind, after all. And if I suppose that it is victory, then it will be. Oh yes. Well, we'll see. But that is my plan for now anyway. We will hopefully get quite a severe army going on. Get a lot of noble recruits going. Train them up into Pendor Foot Knights, get some Ebony Gauntlet, get some Empire units, and train them up into some rather cool Empire Immortals. That would be very nice indeed. So hopefully that is the way it will go, and then we will be able to take the fight to the even harder unique spawns. And I say even harder because I passed by the Jatu lands on the way here, and I was just like, oh my goodness, 1500 Jatu army, oh my goodness. Yeah, that was not a good thing whatsoever. I did not want to fight them. They would have decimated us mainly, and I would have preferred to fight the 3 seers, and that's why we're here. Yes. Okay, now this is actually a very different battlefield to the previous one, so hopefully we will be okay to win on this one as well. So let's get our archers up here, let's get our infantry just in front, and the cavalry off to the side a little bit. There we are. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure why the vassals of the Feardsvane had such a hard time with the 3 seers before, because as far as I can see, they seem rather easy to defeat, but I suppose when you don't really have the highest tier units, I don't have the highest tier units, but I suppose at that time the Feardsvane were just beginning, and that's when the 3 seers actually attacked. So I suppose you could assume that it would be quite difficult indeed to take out the 3 seers with some lower tier units. So I'm actually just happy now that we're doing quite well. As you can see here, we are getting quite a few kills, as most of these enemies die in one hit to one sword slash from the Orator Bacchus sword. Oh yes. So that's rather nice indeed. And there goes my cavalry charging in there. Hopefully our archers will do a rather reasonable job as well. They seem to be doing a very good job indeed. Look at that. Knight of the Ebony Gauntlet, Pendor Armored Bowman. Oh yes. Great. Okay, well, I am not entirely sure what they could throw at us now, because we seem to have taken out all of their hard units. So it seems as though only the very easy to kill ones are remaining. Good for us, not so good for them. So I'm not entirely sure whether you want to see the rest of this, because it doesn't seem that challenging at all, which is quite strange, considering. I would have thought the 3 seers would be very difficult. I mean, the first wave was very tricky indeed. They took out quite a few of my units, but these last 2 have been very simple to counter, which is a little disappointing. I would have liked to have had a little bit of a challenge, I suppose, but I guess their strength is to have all of their archers attack without being harassed constantly. And as you can see at the moment, they are being harassed by Iceni. Yes. So I suppose that is a big flaw, because as you can see, we are interrupting them all, running into them with our horse, slashing away fiercely, and hopefully taking them down. Oh yes, take them all down, take them all down. Oh my, don't get trapped. That is the one thing we do not want to happen. Okay, I think we definitely need our archers to charge in now, as they are no longer getting any view on their archers, so it would be a good thing to get them up to the top of the hill here. Come on. Oh my, let's get out of here. Taking quite a bit of damage. Take out this guy if we can. Yeah, that's what you get. Oh yes. Okay, so we still have a few units back here that are dealing with some Eastern Rogue Knights. Hopefully we'll take them out rather swiftly. Okay, let's do it, guys. Come on. Charge into them as quickly as you can. Take out his horse. He is a lancer after all, so now he is practically useless, apart from obviously switching to his secondary weapons. Okay, let's do it, guys. Charge them! Yes! Oh yeah, there we are. Nice killing spree going on there. And I think that is this round 1. Now, if I could actually swing my sword in a proper manner, then I may actually be able to kill something. That might be a good idea, wouldn't it? Oh my. Okay, come on. Now, I do actually apologize. I'm not entirely sure whether you can hear, but I am slightly losing my voice, so I do apologize if the quality of my commentary is a little bit lackluster today, because it has been a lot colder where I live, and that is not exactly very conducive to a rather good talking voice, so I do apologize if I sound a little bit under the weather. So here we go. We are now against a rather simple to defeat force, I would think. I don't want to get confident because that's usually when mistakes occur, but who am I kidding? We are most likely going to win this, as the 3 seers were taken out rather early on, I have to say, and I'm very surprised at that, really. I suppose now that it is late game and we have so many units, it is just a certainty that we will win against them, because I believe we fought them back in episode 29. Was it episode 29? I don't actually know. I cannot remember, but they were absolutely monstrous. They would take out everyone that came across them, and they actually amassed an army of, was it 1800 or 1700, because of all the rescued prisoners and converting prisoners to their cause? I don't know, actually. But they were very, very tough to take out indeed. So I was very impressed. And, you know, there's actually something you can do. You could potentially side with the 3 seers like you can with the Noldor. So, like, for instance, you can lead the 3 seers into an enemy vassal or into one of your own vassals, and then you can potentially help the 3 seers in their fight, and then gain some relation with them and be able to follow them around and help them in battles and so forth, and you would become one of the Scourge of Pendor. So I suppose that is what you would define as potentially an evil playthrough, but I don't exactly know how you would help them take over sieges. But that actually takes me to another topic which one of you mentioned in the comments, which was the fact that Prophecy of Pendor version 4.0 is coming out. And apparently 4.0 has the option for the player to create their own knighthood faction. Now, I'm not entirely sure how that would work, but the other thing that you mentioned in the comments that I am actually very interested in is the fact that minor factions, such as the Red Brotherhood, the Noldor, and potentially even all of the unique spawns. I don't know how far it extends, but imagine the 3 seers actually taking castles. Wouldn't that be absolutely amazing? I can just imagine that. So we're probably going to be doing a small feature on that. It's not going to be a special feature because everyone who has seen this series, which you most likely have, is rather familiar with Pendor, but not with the new options, so I may do a small feature on the new options that you get to actually play with. So that's quite a cool idea, I think. Should have been in the game from the beginning, but it's nice to know they are still working on it. And I do really enjoy their idea of minor factions taking castles. So we'll actually see how that is actually implemented. I'm sure it has been polished to the letter, and we will be able to experience the horror of the Noldor actually taking castles for themselves, which I think would be a very cool thing indeed. Especially if you are friendly or higher relation with them. Oh yes. So, there we are. We took out another 201. So, I believe they only have 410 remaining. So, we just gained 30 renown and 13 morale, I believe it was. So, that's rather cool as well. So, they only have 400. So, let's do it. 2 more rounds, and I believe they will be defeated once and for all. Hopefully the 3 seers won't return, and we'll be able to make sure of it. Oh yes, that they are vanquished for the official victory. I'm just a little worried that I won't be able to find the usurper guy, because he seems to be quite the slippery character, unless he is either taken prisoner, or maybe he is somewhere in the map that I just haven't explored. Although, if you've watched all of the episodes up until now, you would know that I've explored the entirety of Pendor, so I don't know what I can do, really, to find that guy. Rather tricky, I have to admit. Okay, so as far as I know, our archers are doing a very good job indeed. I'm actually not having to do that much anymore, so that's very nice. And as you can see, they have a lot of seer initiates, seer favorites. Not many seer favorites anymore. We've taken out most of those, so it just seems like seer favorites are the only ones remaining. And as you can see, we are running through them and taking them down in one hit. So I think, as with most of these unique spawns, the initial wave is the one that you have to survive, because if you lose that one, then it's probably a good idea to retreat, recruit some more troops, train them up, and so forth, and return stronger than ever, which is what I had to do way back in this playthrough, as you could see in parts 1 to... I don't really want to say when I stopped having trouble, but I think it was around 187 maybe? No, I don't know really, but yes. Pendor does have a very strong difficulty curve, and trust me to choose to play Pendor as my second ever Mountain Blade series. One of the hardest mods, indeed, and yes, trust me to do that. That usually happens. I usually finish playing a game and then I think, oh, maybe I should play the even harder variant of this. Yeah, that is just like me. Okay, well, seeing as I've rambled on for long enough, we have actually won that round with a very small amount of casualties, as you can see. And now it is one of the final rounds. I believe this is probably going to be the final one. And so let's actually see where they spawned. Maybe we can get a little vantage point on them, even though I don't really think it matters anymore, considering we have the advantage in terms of higher tier units. So let's start to move our forces over here just to get ready, and then we will go in. Let's do it. Oh my, okay. So, I have some throwing weapons here. Taste the javelin! Taste the javelin! Oh, maybe not. They have shields. Take this. Take that. Take this. Oh my. Okay, well, I'm distracting them, which is really good, so that my cavalry can charge in from behind. Let's do it. Hello! I'm moving at a very slow pace, and they seem to not be able to catch up. Which is good for us, bad for them. Let's do it. Okay. Throw it! Throw it, Iceni. Yes. Take out that deserter. Oh, yes. Okay, there we go. Very easy indeed, I think. Yeah. Take them all down. Take them all down. As many as we can. Oh, yes. There we are. That was a very easy wave indeed. Yes, I think maybe in the next episode we'll either be taking on the Jatu army, or if I could find another unique spawn that is actually rather rare, then that would be really great. But at the moment I'm having trouble finding any other unique spawns apart from the Jatu armies and the Snake Cult armies, because I believe there are around 2 or 3 Snake Cult armies running around, and I saw one of them, but I don't know where the other 2 are, so it's going to be quite a tricky task indeed to try and find all of them. So yeah, it may take some time to fully attain victory, although I would actually not mind so much if I just declare victory and don't worry about the unique spawns, and maybe then I will just go for the Noldor Castle. I mean, I can always make backups, so even if I want to continue being on the road to the official victory, I can always reload that one backup just before I attacked, and just have one video dedicated to us attacking the Noldor. So you never know, I could do that as well. So, you know, that's just something to think on, of course. And here we go, the final round versus the 3 Seers. They are not as menacing as they were around 160 odd videos ago, as I believe we did encounter them in part 18? Part 28? Oh, I don't know, either one. And I actually just forgot that in Pendor, your forces don't automatically charge, so I had to do it manually. Yes. Let's take him down. That's what you get, Red Brotherhood. Take him down. Oh yes, as you can see, we are taking very little damage indeed. And there we are. Okay, well, that was a little bit disappointing. I was hoping that it would be a little more exciting than that, but I'm hoping that most of my ramblings were somewhat stimulating. But there we are anyway, yes, we attained victory. And then we will carry on to fight every other unique spawn possible. So, let's actually try to get some rather good units. Oh, I do not know. Okay, let's take some Empire Armored Crossbowmen. Legionnaires, yes. That's always good. Oh yes, Pendor Armored Bowmen, Heavy Bowmen. Ah, that seems good. And one more. So let's take a Pendor Swordsman, as I believe... No, they don't become Foot Knights, do they? No, because they're not nobles, but still. Rather nice unit to take. And I think then we will take, let's see, these guys. And Seer Favorites. And Seer Initiates. There we go. Okay. So let's take all of this, as much as we can. And there we are. We have defeated the 3 Seers. This is where we actually are situated right now. I saw the 2 Jatu armies over here. I think there was actually just one, but I saw one Snake Cult over here, I think. So, yeah, that's rather a pickle, really. Not too sure where to find the other 2. But yes, anyway, seeing as we've defeated the 3 Seers and there are a couple of unique spawns left, please leave a comment in the section below letting me know what course of action you would like me to take, because I can understand whether you would want me to focus on the unique spawns or focus on attacking the Noldor Castle. So please let me know in the comments and I will read those before I record the next episode. So, I thank you for watching and I will see you next time.